Hi, my name is Denise Lonis, and today we are talking about communication and follow-up. This is the first of a 4-part video series where I'm going to talk to you about how important it is for today's real estate agent to focus on communication and follow-up. Most real estate agents do not follow up well. In fact, most real estate agents continue to have a feast and famine business because they continue to neglect their database. Not only do they neglect their database, what they do is they keep trying to go out and get new clients. The problem with this is not only is it very costly because every new relationship costs money to cultivate, whether that is online, whether that's offline, whether that's talking to someone on the telephone, whether that is meeting them in person, that all has a cost. Most agents aren't also communicating with their clients on a regular basis through a consistent follow-up program. In fact, over 99% of agents do not communicate and have a regular follow-up program in their business. So the question is, why is it so important for you to have this follow-up program? Well, I want you to imagine that you've just sold someone a house. At that moment, the transaction went well and that client is thrilled with you. But after a few weeks, a few months, and a few years, that client doesn't necessarily remember you. And if you don't help them to remember you by being in touch on a regular basis, that client's going to go and eventually work with someone else. And you're going to have to cultivate a new relationship. Now imagine a business where you actually have a consistent follow-up program that you utilize consistently, meaning every month you're in touch with those clients, providing great real estate information. If you don't do it, your business will always be feast and famine because you're always going to be looking for new clients. The other thing is that today's consumer, more so than ever before, wants, requires, and needs you to be their expert and to keep them up to date with everything that's real estate related. You can do this by putting together a really awesome follow-up program. Whether that program is via email, whether it's via mail, it has to suit your client database, but the key is, and ask yourself, are you keeping in touch on a regular basis? Also, a lot of agents today are moving away from any kind of print follow-up programs, anything to do with mail, because there is a cost associated. Well, I can tell you that the cost of trying to cultivate a new client is way more expensive than the cost of putting together a regular follow-up program. It is also so important for you as an agent to make sure that your business is growing every year, not just surviving. You want to have a business that you're thriving. If a business is going to grow, then it's really critically important that you grow your database. If your database is not growing on a consistent basis, you're always going to have a feast and famine business. But to grow that database, you have to take care of your current clients, you have to take care of your past clients, and you can't do that unless you put together a very thorough past client program. Think about yourself, think about professionals that you've dealt with. Who have you dealt with lately that has kept in touch with you over the years? I bet you if you can think of one person, that person impresses you and they have remained top of mind with you. And remember, you're competing against so many people in the real estate industry. To stay top of mind, you have to have top of mind activities. Thorough follow-up, great client care. Over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be talking a lot more about client care, communication, follow-up. But if you want to have a growing, thriving business, you must have a growing database and a group of clients that you consistently follow up with. Take care.